Once a cheater, always a cheater. That age-old saying just got a whole lot messier in the world of love and hip-hop drama. Because guess who just got caught red-handed partying with Kendra again? Yes, you heard that right, Kirk Frost, the same Kirk who's been walking on eggshells ever since his explosive affair with Jasmine nearly tore his entire life apart, is now making headlines for being a little too cozy with none other than Kendra Robinson. And no, this isn't some old footage or misunderstood event from years ago. We're talking about last night VIP lounge, neon lights, and Kirk and Kendra whispering in a booth like no one could see them. Fans are shocked. Rashida, silent. Jasmine, livid, and social media absolutely exploding with theories, speculations, and receipts, just when it seemed like the dust had settled, and the love and hip-hop universe had found its peace. Kirk pulls another wildcard, this time with a woman who's been no stranger to drama herself. Kendra, known for her ironclad loyalty to young Jock, was seen laughing, sipping, and allegedly leaving in the same car as Kirk after an all-night bash that had everyone from Safari to Carly Red in attendance. Emotions are running high, tensions are boiling, and the entire Atlanta circle is buzzing with one burning question: is Kirk slipping back into his old ways? Or is this just another harmless night being twisted into something it's not? But with Rashida's cryptic Instagram story saying, "Energy doesn't lie," and Jock's unfollow spree this morning, things are pointing straight to one conclusion: something is seriously wrong. And let's not forget the history. The lies, the betrayal, the therapy, the public apologies. Has all of that meant nothing? Or has Kirk just been waiting for another chance to ruin everything again? Buckle up, because what we're about to reveal will shake the very foundation of Atlanta's most talked about reality crew. Screenshots, witness accounts, leaked DMs, and one heartbroken confession that might change everything. This isn't just gossip. This is love and hip-hop warfare. Stay with us, because we're breaking down every messy moment, every shady smile, and every broken vow. The streets are talking, and they're saying Kirk's cheating heart may never truly change. It all began with a flicker on a fan's phone, a blurry Instagram story that disappeared just as fast as it went viral. The setting: a dimly lit VIP section of a high-profile Atlanta lounge. The time: 1:47 a.m. The people: Kirk Frost and Kendra Robinson, sitting closer than what anyone would expect from two people who are just friends. At first, fans didn't want to believe it. After everything Kirk had put Rashida through after the cheating, the secret child, the televised breakdowns, the apologies soaked in tears, and therapy, it was hard to fathom that he would dare throw it all away again. But there he was, laughing with Kendra, her hand on his thigh, his head leaned in close, like they were the only two people in the room. The videos spread like wildfire across Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube gossip channels. And by sunrise, the damage had already begun. Rashida, who had recently taken a quiet break from social media, suddenly posted a cryptic message on her Instagram story: "The gut always knows. Energy don't lie." No names, no direct accusations. But fans instantly connected the dots. Her followers flooded her comments with support and confusion. "Say it ain't so, Kirk. You deserve better. Girl, we got the screenshots." It wasn't long before Jasmine Washington entered the conversation with a comment under a gossip blog: "Should have seen this coming. Leopards don't change their spots." That alone sent fans spiraling. Was Jasmine trying to warn Rashida, or was she enjoying the chaos from the sidelines? Meanwhile, young Jock, Kendra's husband, was dead silent. He canceled a scheduled podcast taping that morning and unfollowed both Kirk and Kendra on Instagram by noon. People close to him began leaking info to the blogs. One anonymous insider said Jock had been suspicious for weeks. He felt like something was off. She was always on her phone, stepping out to take calls, coming home late. But he didn't think it was Kirk. "That's what's killing him." That statement alone was enough to rip open the emotional core of the situation, because this wasn't just a messy cheating scandal, it was betrayal within the inner circle, a circle that had already survived so many explosions, only to be shattered again. Kirk, for his part, remained silent for the first 48 hours. No statements, no denials, not even a reaction to the storm that was brewing around him. But the silence was loud. It echoed in every gossip headline and every fan theory dissecting the footage frame by frame. One YouTuber even zoomed in on a moment where Kendra appeared to whisper something in Kirk's ear, followed by him biting his lip and chuckling. "This ain't no friendly conversation," the video claimed. This is Flirtation 101. Backstage sources from Love and Hip Hop soon began leaking even more. Production is scrambling, one insider said. They don't know whether to capitalize on this or shut it down before it gets worse. But cameras were rolling the next day. Trust me, this is going to explode on next season's premiere. And then came the real bombshell: alleged text messages between Kirk and Kendra, leaked to a gossip blog with over 2 million followers. One of the messages read, "I can't stop thinking about that night. Don't worry, nobody saw us." Another read, "You make me feel like I'm 25 again." Fans were both devastated and fascinated. How could Kirk, a man who publicly begged Rashida for forgiveness for years, risk it all again? And how could Kendra, a woman who'd fought so hard to keep her relationship with Jock afloat, cross that line? Rashida's inner circle started stepping in. Carly Red went live on Instagram with a thinly veiled message. "A lot of y'all out here smiling in people's faces while stabbing them in the back. Don't worry sis, karma's a patient B*********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** Sierra added, "When people show you who they are, believe them the first time." It was clear the women of love and hip-hop were drawing battle lines, and Kendra was on the wrong side. The tension built to a fever pitch when Rashida finally made a public appearance 3 days later, dressed in all white, her face solemn. She walked into her pressed boutique in Atlanta surrounded by cameras, paparazzi, and questions. "Are you and Kirk okay? Do you believe the rumors? Is it true he was with Kendra?" Rashida didn't speak at first, but as she turned to the cameras, she said one line that sent shivers through every fan's spine. "I've forgiven him before. But I won't be played a second time." That was all it took. The internet lost its mind. Fans began digging through old footage, pointing out moments between Kirk and Kendra that once seemed innocent but now looked suspicious in hindsight. One clip showed Kendra defending Kirk during a group argument. Another showed her giggling a little too long at one of his jokes during a reunion special. Suddenly, the narrative shifted. Had this been brewing for months, years, but nothing prepared fans for what happened next. Late that night, a new video surfaced taken outside the same club just minutes after Kirk and Kendra were allegedly spotted together. In the footage, Kirk is seen walking out the back entrance with his hoodie up, followed closely by Kendra, who is trying to shield her face with her purse. They don't say much, but one damning moment is caught on camera. Kirk turns around, reaches for her hand, and whispers, "You good?" Kendra nods, and they get into the same black SUV. That visual confirmation was the final nail in the coffin. It was no longer about rumors, it was about receipts. Jock's team issued a short, cold statement the following morning. "We are aware of the rumors and are handling this matter privately. No denials, no defense, just cold, hard tension." And then, finally, Kirk broke his silence with a post on Instagram that read, "Sometimes people see what they want to see. Believe what you want." The comments section was a war zone. You said the same thing with Jasmine. "Be a man and own your mistakes. Rashida deserves better." But while the world was roasting Kirk, Kendra was nowhere to be found. She deactivated her Instagram, canceled her courtroom appearances for the week, and refused to answer any press inquiries. The silence made things worse. People began speculating, was she hiding because she was guilty, or because she was scared of the backlash? Jock, meanwhile, was seen at a family event without his wedding ring, looking visibly upset. One close friend told a gossip outlet, "He's heartbroken. He trusted her. They went through so much, and he never saw this coming." As the scandal unfolded in real time, love and hip-hop fans were torn. Some blamed Kirk entirely, calling him a serial manipulator. Others accused Kendra of being a snake in lawyer's clothing. And a growing number of voices questioned whether Rashida would finally walk away for Gador, if this was just another chapter in their painfully public rollercoaster of love, lies, and betrayal. But little did anyone know, the most shocking twist hadn't even happened yet, because just as fans were reeling from the leaked footage, the blurred messages, and the emotional fallout, a new and even more scandalous bombshell dropped, and it came from the unlikeliest of sources. A former Love and Hip Hop production assistant, who claimed to have worked behind the scenes for 3 years, posted a now-deleted TikTok that left viewers speechless. In it, she alleged that Kirk and Kendra's connection wasn't new at all. In fact, it dated back to before Kendra ever got serious with young Jock. Kendra used to hang out with Kirk and Rashida back in the day, real casual, but flirty. Rashida was too focused on her business to notice, but Kirk, he noticed. He always notices. The video ended with a cryptic line, "Some of us been waiting for this to come out." The post racked up over 2 million views in under 12 hours. It wasn't just about a party anymore. It was about history. About a hidden connection that had apparently been lingering in the shadows for years. Fans began speculating if the current situation was merely the climax of a much older, more complex relationship. "This ain't cheating," one viral tweet read. "This is rekindling." With rumors spiraling, Rashida's best friend Toya finally spoke out during an IG Live, her face tight with frustration. "Let me tell y'all something," she said, staring dead into the camera. "My girl has been through it. And if y'all think this mess is new, nah. The disrespect has been going on. She just kept it private, out of love and pride. But this time he crossed a line." Comments exploded. Support poured in. And suddenly, all eyes were back on Rashida. Would she finally take control and end it all? While fans waited for her next move, Jock finally broke his silence in the rawest way possible. During his appearance on a popular Atlanta radio show, he was asked point-blank, "Did Kirk and Kendra betray you?" Jock exhaled, paused for a moment, and then said, "Man, I don't even know what to call it right now, but I do know I feel like a damn fool." His voice cracked slightly, and the silence that followed was heavier than a confession. "I trusted her. I defended her when the streets talked. I stayed down when others said walk away. But now I'm sitting here trying to figure out what's real and what ain't." Listeners were stunned. Jock had always been the clown, the flirt, the comic relief in chaotic moments. But now, he was broken, humiliated, and deeply betrayed by two people he had once considered close. "You good bro?" the host asked gently. Jock chuckled bitterly. "I will be, but I ain't there yet." Back on social media, fans turned the situation into a full-blown investigation. One thread tracked every instance where Kendra and Kirk were seen in the same place over the past 2 years, from joint family events to red carpets to Rashida's birthday dinner, where Kendra was caught gazing a little too long at Kirk during the toast. Suddenly, the narrative was shifting again. Was this an emotional affair that had finally crossed the line? Or had they been sneaking around for longer than anyone imagined? And then came the next shock. A photo, sent anonymously to a popular T page. It showed Kirk and Kendra inside what appeared to be a hotel lobby. Both in casual clothes, clearly not knowing they were being photographed. The timestamp, 2 weeks before the club incident. The location? A boutique hotel in downtown Atlanta, known for its quiet privacy. Fans couldn't believe it. So they weren't just flirting, they've been meeting. The post had 600,000 likes within 3 hours. The caption simply read, "Y'all ready to admit this wasn't a mistake anymore?" The pressure on Rashida intensified. Her boutique, Pressed, was now a media war zone, with paparazzi staking out the parking lot hoping to catch a quote, a reaction, anything. But Rashida kept her cool, walking in and out with oversized shades and zero emotion. Her silence only amplified the drama. Meanwhile, insiders claimed she had packed a few bags and checked into a wellness spa out of state to clear her head. But while Rashida was keeping it classy, Kendra was reportedly spiraling. According to a close friend, she'd been crying for days and wasn't prepared for the backlash to hit this hard. The friend also claimed that Kendra and Kirk had been texting nonstop and that Kirk had promised her he was handling the situation. But what did that mean? Was he planning to come clean? Or was he buying time to gaslight his way out, the same way he did with Jasmine? The betrayal was too layered to process. For Rashida, it wasn't just about a man stepping out again. It was about being disrespected in public, about being made a fool in front of millions. About being stabbed, not just by a partner but by someone who had smiled in her face. For Jock, it wasn't just losing trust in a partner, it was losing a brother. "I've been knowing Kirk for 20 years, he said in a new IG Live. "We've been through it all, business deals, family trips. Our kids know each other. So for him to pull this with her, I ain't got words. Just pain." And then, just as things seemed to reach their emotional peak, Rashida finally returned to Instagram with a video that said more than words ever could. Dressed in sleek black, her hair pulled into a flawless bun, she stood in front of her mirror and removed her wedding ring slowly, staring at it before placing it gently on the vanity. No caption, no music, just silence. Fans erupted. "It's over," they screamed. "Rashida's done." But was she really? Or was this another warning shot? After all, Rashida had been down this road before. She'd threatened to leave. She'd cried on camera. She'd separated, only to reconcile after promises were made. Was this her final stand, or just the beginning of another round in the endless cycle of hurt? And while Rashida's post went viral, Kirk posted a now-deleted story that had fans furious. It showed him in the studio, casually sipping wine, with the caption, "Ain't worried about none of it." That single sentence poured gasoline on a fire that was already out of control. He doesn't care, fans said. He's never cared. Within minutes, #boycott Kirk started trending on Twitter, with thousands demanding that Love and Hip Hop drop him from the cast permanently. Meanwhile, young Jock's camp revealed something that flipped the story again, a source claimed. Jock had received a message from an anonymous number saying, "Check your girl's phone. The truth's been in front of you." That message allegedly led to Jock confronting Kendra and discovering even more messages between her and Kirk, ones that dated back months, possibly even a year. The betrayal wasn't recent, it had roots, deep, ugly roots. As the week closed out, one thing became painfully clear: what began as a blurry nightclub video had turned into a full-blown collapse of friendships, marriages, reputations, and trust. But there was one person who had yet to speak, and, when she finally did, the entire Love and Hip Hop universe held its breath. Because when Kendra Robinson finally broke her silence, she didn't do it through a vague tweet, or a shady story, or a carefully worded PR statement. She did it live, face on camera, voice shaking, eyes puffy from what looked like nights without sleep. The video started simple, just her in her kitchen, phone propped up, no makeup, no filter, no glam. "I know y'all been waiting for me to say something," she began, her voice quiet but loaded with tension. "And honestly, I didn't know if I even should. But I can't let everybody else speak on my life while I sit here being painted as something I'm not." Within 10 minutes, over 60,000 people had joined the stream. Comments were flying at lightning speed. "Own it, Kendra. Tell us the truth. Is it true or not?" And then she dropped it. "Did I cross a line with Kirk? Yes. Was it recent? No." That single sentence froze the entire internet. "We were friends a long time ago. Before I got serious with Jock. There were feelings back then. We kept it respectful over the years. But something shifted recently. I can't lie to y'all anymore." The confession was raw, unpolished, devastating. "I never meant to hurt anybody," she continued, tears forming in her eyes. "I didn't plan for this to happen, but I wasn't happy. Jock and we been having problems y'all don't see on camera. And Kirk, he listened. He saw me, but that doesn't excuse what I did. It doesn't make it right. And for that, I'm sorry." Fans were stunned. Some were heartbroken. Others were furious. Jock, watching silently from a burner account, as insiders later revealed, was reportedly crushed. He went live just 2 hours after Kendra's confession, not to clap back, but to cry. "Y'all, I gave that woman my name, my life. I defended her when people told me she wasn't real, and she made a fool out of me. And Kirk, man, we was brothers. My kid calls you uncle." It was a moment of raw male vulnerability rarely seen in the reality TV world, and it hit hard. "I ain't even mad no more," Jock added, wiping his eyes. "I'm just done." Meanwhile, Rashida was said to be processing everything quietly, according to a close friend. But behind the scenes, a firestorm was building. Rumors spread that Rashida had hired a high-profile divorce attorney and was preparing for a very public split. Paparazzi snapped her entering a law firm in Buckhead. Blogs claimed she was dividing assets. One anonymous post read, "This time she's not playing. This ain't just about a man, it's about her brand, her legacy." And that's when the next unimaginable twist dropped. Jasmine Washington, yes. That Jasmine posted a carousel of text screenshots on her backup Instagram account, claiming that Kirk had been in contact with her, too, just a month before he was seen with Kendra. "Y'all wanna believe he changed." Her caption read, "He been out here playing chess with all of us." The messages were chilling. One from Kirk read, "You'll always have a place in my heart. Don't let the cameras fool you." Another, "Don't ever think I forgot about you." Fans lost it. Kirk got a whole side rotation again. This man built like a love triangle wrapped in betrayal. "Rashida, please run." The chaos reached peak levels as fans started begging producers to cancel Kirk completely. But instead of being canceled, he doubled down. Kirk posted a clip of Tupac saying, "Only God can judge me," followed by a boomerang of him driving his Corvette alone, blasting Future's "Wait for You." The message was clear. Kirk wasn't sorry. He wasn't scared, and he wasn't Going anywhere? In a desperate move, Kendra reportedly showed up unannounced at Jock's house, crying, pleading for a second chance. According to a neighbor who leaked the security footage, she was on her knees on the porch. Jock opened the door, said something, and shut it in her face. One fan commented, "Good for him. She played with fire. Let her burn." Meanwhile, Rashida remained quiet until she made a powerful return with a sponsored Instagram reel, showcasing her new perfume line, walking in slow motion to Beyoncé's Me, Myself and I. The caption, "Rebirth smells like freedom." The symbolism wasn't lost on anyone. It was her soft way of saying, she's done. She's moving on. And she's doing it with style. But that wasn't all. Rashida dropped a surprise video on her YouTube channel titled, "The Truth Behind My Silence." In it, she addressed the drama for the first time. "I gave everything to that man. My love, my loyalty, my forgiveness. I fought for us. Even when the world laughed. But I can't fight by myself. I'm not perfect, but I'm worth more than this." She didn't name names. She didn't scream. But her calm delivery cut deeper than any explosion ever could. Fans were in awe. The comments were flooded with, "We love you, Queen. This is how a real woman moves, and leave him in the past where he belongs." But even as Rashida, Jock, and the fans tried to heal, the final twist dropped like a thunderclap. Kendra is pregnant. That's right, TMZ broke the story first. Sources close to Kendra confirm that she is 6 weeks pregnant and unsure of who the father is, Jock or Kirk. The entire internet stopped. Everything shifted. The drama reached heights no one thought possible. "This just became Paternity War 2.0, one tweet said. Jasmine walked so Kendra could run. Fans speculated endlessly. Was it Kirk's baby? Jock's? Was Kendra even telling the truth? Neither man made a statement. Rashida, once again, posted only one thing to her story. A single word in white letters over black. Enough. Now the fans were divided. Alliances had been shattered, and the cast of Love and Hip Hop had been thrown into chaos deeper than anything scripted. One thing was for sure, this wasn't just a scandal. It was a reckoning. And the fallout had only just begun. As the dust settled over the shocking pregnancy bombshell, the Atlanta reality scene was officially in shambles. The blogs were feeding on it like vultures, and fans were camped out in comment sections, dissecting every update, theorizing, and begging for clarity. Meanwhile, Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta producers saw dollar signs in the disaster. "This is seasoned gold," one insider told a gossip column. "We haven't seen this level of raw chaos since Kirk's baby scandal with Jasmine. This is going to redefine the franchise." But for the people at the center of it, this wasn't just good TV. It was betrayal with a body count. Kendra hadn't posted since the pregnancy news broke, but insiders claimed she was an emotional wreck. According to one close friend, she found out she was pregnant the same day Jock slammed the door in her face. She was torn, the source said. She didn't know who to tell, first Jock or Kirk. She was scared, and now she's just spiraling. Jock, blindsided and humiliated all over again, was reportedly refusing to take her calls. "He wants nothing to do with her right now," a friend revealed. "But he's gonna get the test. He has to." On the other side of town, Kirk was said to be calm. When asked about the situation by a local blogger at a gas station, he simply laughed and said, "Y'all always got me in something." That smugness sent fans over the edge. "How does this man walk through hellfires? He starts without a scratch." One comment read, "He's allergic to accountability." Rashida, however, had gone into what fans were calling boss mode, silence. No comments. No reactions. Just photos of her working out, cooking with her sons, and finalizing deals for her clothing line's national expansion. But beneath the silence, sources say she had begun formal divorce proceedings, quietly but definitively. "She's not going public with it yet," said one legal insider. "But she's already moved out half the accounts, and she's got real estate and custody plans lined up. This is the end game." Then came a moment no one expected. Jasmine Washington the scene again, this time, not with texts, but with receipts. She posted a shady TikTok of herself dancing to Destiny's Child's "Say My Name," with the caption, "When you warned them he was trash, but they ain't listen." The video hit 1 million views in a day. And fans couldn't help but admit, Jasmine may have been messy, but she'd never been wrong. Meanwhile, rumors began flying that Kirk had ghosted Kendra since the pregnancy news broke. She was allegedly calling and texting him non-stop, and he wasn't responding. He pulled a classic Kirk. One tweet said, "Got what he wanted, made a mess, and now he's vanished like Batman." Jock, still reeling, finally posted a cryptic message to his Instagram story. "Don't let someone beg for your heart just to spit on it later." And just when fans thought the chaos had reached its final chapter, Mama DS, Scrappy's mama, jumped in, out of nowhere, with a Facebook Live that sent everyone overboard. "Y'all over here talking about Kirk like he the devil, but half these women knew what it was," she snapped. "Kendra ain't innocent, Rashida been too quiet, and Kirk he just playing the game he always played." It was a rant so outrageous that it went viral within minutes. "How did Mama D become the voice of chaos?" one commenter wrote. But another clapped back, "Nah, she's right, and y'all just ain't ready for it." The only voice missing in the entire disaster, Kirk's daughter, Kelsey. For days, fans had been tagging her, demanding she'll speak on her father's mess. When she finally responded, it wasn't a post-it, was a video. Sitting in her car, face tight with frustration, she said, "I'm not my dad's PR team. I've told that man about himself 100 times. He don't listen to nobody. Y'all want me to clean up his drama? Nah. I got my own life." Her words hit hard. Suddenly, it wasn't just wives and lovers and reality stars caught in Kirk's orbit, it was his children, too. The collateral damage was undeniable. As one blog put it, Kirk's chaos is a generational curse wrapped in designer clothes. That weekend, Kirk made his first full public appearance at a music showcase. Cameras caught him grinning, dapping people up, acting like nothing was burning behind him. "We still here," he said into the mic, "still living, still winning." The crowd was half cheering, half stunned. And behind the scenes, Rashida was reportedly finalizing the press release for her divorce announcement. But as the walls closed in, Kirk made one more move. He called a meeting with both Kendra and Jock. No cameras, no crew, just the three of them at a private lounge in Buckhead. According to a server who leaked what she overheard, the conversation was intense and heartbreaking. Jock allegedly slammed his fist on the table and said, "You were like my brother. How could you?" Kendra was crying. Kirk, cold as ice, the server said, didn't say sorry. Just kept saying, "It happened. Can't change it now." By the end of the meeting, Jock reportedly walked out. Kendra stayed behind for another 30 minutes. What was said, no one knows, but she emerged, looking broken. She wasn't crying anymore, the server noted. Just empty. Now, as the city of Atlanta buzzed with scandal, the entire Love and Hip Hop cast was said to be on edge. "People are scared to shoot," one crew member revealed. "No one wants to film with Kirk. Some don't even want Kendra around. Jock might not come back at all. And the biggest question of all, who's the baby's father?" Fans were demanding answers. A leaked report claimed both Kirk and Jock had taken DNA test results pending. "This is gonna be the biggest reveal in the show's history," said one insider. "Forget love triangles. This is a love apocalypse." Now, the franchise hangs in suspense, the cast divided, and fans desperately waiting for the paternity results. Rashida is poised to reclaim her narrative. Jock is rebuilding his life. Kendra is hiding from the spotlight, and Kirk is just watching the world burn. But there's one final twist on the horizon, one that no one, not even Kirk, saw coming. Because just when the entire city thought the drama had peaked, fate decided to throw one final grenade into the chaos. The paternity test results were leaked, and they weren't supposed to come out yet, not publicly, not officially, and definitely not through a Twitter burner account tied to a gossip intern from a medical clinic in Midtown. But within seconds, the post hit the shade room, the neighborhood talk, and every messy gossip page from Atlanta to LA to lines. 2 names, 1 word under each. Jock negative, Kirk positive. The world stopped spinning. No one was ready, not the fans, not the bloggers, not even Kirk himself, because according to insiders, he hadn't even seen the results yet. They were meant to be shared in private, on the next season's taping, with producers capturing the emotional fallout in real time. But now, everything was laid bare. Kendra's child was officially Kirk Frost's. The reactions were instant and devastating. Jock, who had stayed mostly composed through the last round of drama, finally erupted. In a now-deleted Instagram Live, his voice trembled with rage. "You let me sit there, lose sleep, cry on camera, defend you, and it was his baby the whole time. You lied to me. Both of y'all. Y'all played with my life like it was a ing storyline. It wasn't a performance anymore, it was heartbreak. Jock's pain was raw, and fans saw it in every tear, every pause, every fist clenched around the steering wheel of the car he was filming from. "Don't call me. Don't text me. I don't want no closure," he spat before ending the video. Meanwhile, Rashida had gone nuclear. Though she didn't address the paternity directly, her Instagram post said it all. A picture of her smiling with her 2 sons, captioned, "Peace looks better on me than betrayal ever did." The comments exploded. "Queen energy. You dodged a bullet, sis. He belongs to the streets." But behind the scenes, Rashida wasn't just celebrating, she was strategizing. Multiple sources revealed she had officially filed for divorce that morning. Not a rumor. Not speculation. Court-stamped truth. One friend close to her said, she gave him years to grow. He didn't. So she grew past him. And in the background, Rashida's team had already begun quietly rebranding, pressed without Kirk's name attached to anything. One of her managers even told a blog, "He's been erased, it's over." The world was watching as Kirk, the man, who once had the entire love and hip-hop fanbase in his grip, became the villain of his own tragedy. And how did he respond? A single Instagram story. Just a black screen with 3 words. "Y'all got it." No apology. No emotion. Just resignation. Like a man too numb to feel the fire he caused. But fans weren't buying the victim act. They dragged him harder than ever before. One comment read, "Kirk built his whole personality on dishonesty and now wants to play the quiet card. Nah, face your music." Another said, "He's allergic to accountability. Must be chronic at this point." Kendra, now pregnant, shamed, and essentially excommunicated from both the public and her own circle, finally released a short written statement through her assistant. It read, "I accept full responsibility for the pain I've caused. I was wrong. I failed myself and others. I will not run from this. I am taking time to heal, away from cameras and social media." But the damage was already done. Brands dropped her. Her once growing legal commentary YouTube channel was flooded with dislikes. Fans didn't just turn on her, they erased her. Producers were in a frenzy trying to pivot the upcoming season. What was once planned as a season of redemption arcs and business wins was now turning into a paternity-fueled explosion of betrayal and irreversible fallout. Word on the street was that the season would now open with a full 90-minute special, covering nothing but Kirk, Rashida, Jock, Kendra, and the twisted maze of lies between them. And yet, through all this, the question that haunted everyone wasn't what happened, it was why. Why would Kirk do this again? After years of public shaming, after rebuilding his marriage, after Rashida stood by him when the world told her to run, why betray both his wife and his best friend? And why with someone like Kendra, his friend's wife, his co-star, a woman with everything to lose? The answer, if there was one, came from someone fans never expected, Scrappy. During a club appearance, he took the mic and, seemingly unscripted, addressed the elephant in the room. "Let me say this," he started, voice low and serious. "Some dudes don't know how to stop. Not 'cause they ain't got love, but 'cause they got demons they ain't dealt with. Kirk, one of them dudes. He don't need another woman. He need a therapist, a prayer circle, and to be left alone for a year." The crowd nodded, some clapped, some booed, but Scrappy's words stuck. Fans reposted that clip all over social media, with the caption, "Most honest moment in LHH history." And as the dust began to settle, the new reality became clear. Rashida is free, Jock is heartbroken, but healing. Kendra is isolated, awaiting motherhood under a cloud of judgment. Kirk is still. Kirk unbothered on the outside, corroding on the inside. But one final twist was still looming. A leaked email from Love and Hip Hop producers hinted that Kirk and Kendra might be offered a spin-off to explore the fallout of their controversial relationship. Fans erupted in disgust, rewarding toxic behavior. Really, others, addicted to the drama, admitted, "I hate it here, but I'd watch every damn episode." And so the saga ends, at least for now, not with healing, not with peace, but with shattered alliances, broken vows, and a baby born into a legacy of lies. And in the world of asterisk, love and hip-hop, no ending ever really means it's over. The cameras are still rolling. The streets are still talking. And somewhere in Atlanta, Kirk is probably already planning his next move. Because in his world, love is disposable, loyalty is optional, and drama is forever. And there you have it. Folks, what started as a suspicious late-night sighting has now detonated into one of the wildest, most unforgettable, and unforgettable scandals in love and hip-hop history. From secret rendezvous to a paternity bombshell, shattered friendships, a marriage ending in flames, and a baby that ties together betrayal, heartbreak, and silence. This drama wasn't written in a script. It unfolded live with millions watching, reacting, and taking sides. Kirk Frost has now cemented his place in reality TV infamy, not just as the man who couldn't stay faithful, but as the one who burned bridges, families, and decades friendships to the ground without flinching. Rashida, the queen who once stood by him through storms most of us wouldn't even walk into, finally walked away. Her silence became her power, and her exit, legendary, jock, blindsided and broken, reminded the world that even the jokesters feel the deepest pain. And Kendra, her fall from grace was painful, public, and permanent. But here's the real question: is this truly the end? Or just another beginning in Kirk Frost's never-ending cycle of chaos? Will Kendra try to rebuild her image as a single mom? Will Jock ever trust again? Will Rashida find the peace and love she truly deserves? And will Kirk, finally, after everything, face real consequences or just move on to the next scandal? We want to hear from you. What do you think Kirk's next move will be? Should Rashida take him back or slam the door forever? Is Kendra a victim of bad decisions, or just another player in Kirk's long game? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to like this video, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss an update on your favorite reality TV chaos. Because if there's one thing we've learned, in Atlanta, nothing stays secret for long. Stay messy, stay curious, and stay tuned.